Whether you're new to carrying or helping someone in your life feel more secure, these top picks are about more than firepower. They're about real-world usability. We've rounded up 6 standout pistols that combine brains, brawn, and comfort, because the best self-defense firearm isn't just reliable, it's one you can actually use. Number 6. Bersa Thunder 380. It's been floating around since the mid-90s, quietly earning a cult following. It's a double-action, single-action, blowback-operated pistol, chambered in .380 ACP. To start off, this particular model is the standard matte black single-stack version. It holds 8 rounds in the magazine. The gun handles well, and while it's not going to win any speed competitions, the results are respectable. The sights are basic 3-dot but functional, and adjustable for windage. And yes, you can upgrade the sights later thanks to the dovetail cuts. One of the biggest surprises? The trigger. The double action pull is smooth, breaking at about 8 pounds, and the single action breaks clean at 4.5. It's not just good for a budget pistol, it's good period. I'd put it in the same class as stock triggers from Beretta, SIG, or CZ. People love calling this gun a Walther PPK clone, but that's a stretch. Sure, it shares some DNA, but the Thunder is lighter, has better sights, a better trigger, and doesn't chew up your hand like the PPK can. It's made from aluminum alloy instead of steel, shaving off a few ounces, which helps with carry comfort. Most models go for about $300 or less. Number 5. Glock 44. Weighing in at just 12.63 ounces unloaded and stretching a compact 7.28 inches long, the Glock 44 handles like a dream. The 4.02-inch barrel delivers smooth accuracy, and textured grip ensures your hands stay locked in during practice sessions. It also features Glock's Safe Action system, giving you built-in safeties without sacrificing readiness. This thing mirrors the feel and frame of the Glock 19 Gen 5, including the ambidextrous slide stop and adjustable rear sights. It's the kind of training pistol that feels familiar if you're used to the Glock platform, making it perfect for drilling fundamentals, running build drills, or letting new shooters learn the ropes. It ships with 2 10-round magazines, nothing fancy, but functional. Because it's a .22, the slide is lightened with polymer inserts, helping the pistol cycle reliably without bulk. Just don't go overboard customizing it. This thing isn't a gun designed for heavy mods. The weight balance is tuned for its purpose. One of its biggest perks is holster compatibility. It fits any holster made for a Glock 19 Gen 5, making it even more convenient for those already in the Glock ecosystem. As for price, you're looking at an average of $370. Number 4. Colt Mustang Pocketlite. It's a tiny .380 ACP pistol that doesn't scream for attention but still brings classic 1911 DNA to the table. You might be familiar with Colt as a brand, but this particular model has flown under the radar. It originally hit the market decades ago, then faded out, only to be quietly reintroduced a few years back. With its aluminum frame and stainless steel slide cut from forged steel, not cast, the Mustang Pocketlite offers a lightweight yet solidly built option for concealed carry. We're talking around 14 ounces, nearly identical to the Glock 42. Its size makes it nearly vanish in a pocket holster, and it's slightly more compact than its Glock rival. Unlike the smaller, thinner grip of the Car P380, this one offers a broader grip surface, giving your hand something to actually hold on to. That's especially helpful if you've got larger hands and hate feeling like you're trying to shoot a keychain. In terms of operation, it mimics the 1911 platform almost point for point. Thumb safety? Check. Familiar takedown and slide top? Check. For seasoned 1911 users, transitioning to this scaled-down version is a breeze. And yes, you can get ambidextrous safeties and a reversible mag release if needed. That said, if you're into a single-action carry, this works well cocked and locked in a secure holster. Don't expect bells and whistles, but the Mustang does offer a locked breech system rather than the harsher blowback design found in some .380s. That means it kicks less and handles recoil more like a full-size 1911 than a snappy micro pistol. It comes with 6+1 capacity and an extra magazine. And while MSRP is around $600, real-world pricing might dip lower. Number 3. Walther CCP M2. In 2014, Walther released their original CCP, a 9mm single-stack firearm praised for its outstanding ergonomics. Designed to mold perfectly to the shooter's grip, it quickly became known for its comfort in hand. However, the first version came with a major drawback: its takedown process. Disassembling the gun required a proprietary tool, an inconvenience that frustrated many users. Fast forward, Walther has refined the platform with the CCP M2. On the surface, it mirrors the original almost exactly. The only visible difference? A small M2 engraving on the grip. But under the hood, the changes are significant. The CCP M2 ditches the awkward tool-based disassembly. Now, field stripping the firearm is as simple as pressing a rear tab, sliding a lever, and removing the slide. That alone makes the M2 far more user-friendly, especially for new shooters or those with limited hand strength. One of the standout features of the CCP M2 is its use of a gas-delayed blowback system, akin to its seen in the HKP7. That fixed barrel design also contributes to impressive accuracy. Since the barrel doesn't move during firing, your shots stay on target with minimal deviation. The CCP M2's polymer frame is reinforced with glass-filled nylon, giving it strength without added weight. It features a black Cerakote cover, stainless steel, or a brushed stainless finish, depending on the model. The grip is one of its biggest highlights. It's sculpted with ergonomic palm swells, deep undercuts, and texturing that feels secure without being abrasive. Trigger pull is clean and crisp, breaking at around 4.9 pounds in testing, lower than Walther's listed 5.5 pounds. On the range, the CCP M2 performed with zero malfunctions across 300 rounds. It handled recoil softly and felt exceptionally controllable. The delayed blowback system did its job well, though the gun's internals did get hot after sustained firing, another trait shared with the HKP7. If you made it this far and you're liking what you've seen, go ahead and tap that like button. Number 2. Smith & Wesson's Shield Easy. Available in both 380 ACP and 9mm configurations, this pistol delivers just the right amount of recoil management to ensure control without compromising stopping power. Measuring 6.7 inches in length and tipping the scale at a mere 18.5 ounces, it's compact enough for daily carry without feeling like you're lugging around a brick. What really sets the Shield Easy apart is its name. It's easy, easy to rack, easy to shoot, easy to carry. The slide glides back with minimal effort, thanks to a lighter recoil spring, which is a godsend for folks with arthritis or limited grip strength. Add to that a light, clean braking trigger and you've got a recipe for accessible accuracy. The grip safety adds another layer of reassurance without demanding much from the shooter. Ergonomically designed with a textured grip and a frame that encourages a stable 3-finger hold, the Easy handles like a dream, even during long practice sessions. It holds 8+1 rounds and comes with 2 magazines, and loading those mags, also a breeze. The tabs on the side help depress the follower so you're not straining your thumbs after each range visit. Additional features include large, easy-to-acquire 3-dot sights with an adjustable rear, a tactile loaded chamber indicator, and a small rail under the barrel for lights or lasers. The 2.0 frame includes a grippy texture that anchors your hand, but it's not so aggressive that it tears into your palm. With a lightweight polymer frame, smooth recoil impulse, and the kind of ease of use design that caters to real people, not just weekend warriors, the Shield Easy is a great option for shield defense and everyday carry. Retail pricing for the M&P Shield Easy typically lands around $400 for a brand new model, though you might score a used one closer to $350 depending on where you shop. Number 1. Ruger LCR. This revolver is especially appealing to seniors or those with limited grip strength. Thanks to its lightweight polymer frame, just over 13 ounces, and its butter-smooth double-action trigger pull. Instead of the usual 38 special version, this particular LCR is chambered in 9mm, a choice that might seem unusual at first. Why chamber a revolver in a semi-auto caliber? Well, for starters, ammo compatibility. If your primary sidearm is a 9mm semi-auto, this makes for a solid secondary option without needing to stock different calibers. It's the definition of cross-functional convenience. That said, running 9mm in a revolver isn't without quirks. Extraction isn't as straightforward as with traditional revolver calibers, and without moon clips, which it usually comes with, reloading can get tedious. But once those rounds are in, you're good to go. This gun isn't meant for long-distance marksmanship. It's made for up-close situations, the kind where not aiming across a football field, but rather trying to protect yourself in tight quarters. Think of it as a close-contact solution, whether it's a purse gun, a boot backup, or something you keep within arm's reach. And here's where it shines: that trigger. It doesn't stage or stack like most double-action triggers. You pull straight through, clean, consistent, and smooth. There's almost a single-action feel at the end of the pull, even though it's double-action only. That makes it intuitive and quick for those who may not have the hand strength for a heavy trigger. The hoe grip is another standout feature. Rubberized, ergonomic, and great at soaking up recoil. Speaking of which, yes, you'll feel more recoil than a typical semi-auto 9mm. That's the trade-off for how light the gun is, but it's far from punishing. It's more of a satisfying thump than a jarring snap. With only 5 rounds in the cylinder, capacity is limited, but that's typical for snub-nosed revolvers, and while it may not be ideal for shooting 100 rounds at the range, it's perfect for occasional practice and serious defensive use. A small rear notch and a bright white front sight post provide decent target acquisition for a revolver of this size. Not exactly a competition setup, but fast enough to line up in a hurry. What surprised many shooters is just how controllable this little revolver is one-handed. For a gun that begs to be tucked away and forgotten until needed, it's actually a joy to run. You can punch shots out with one hand and stay relatively on target, thanks to that straight-through trigger and minimal muzzle flip. Whether you opt for this 9mm variant or stick with the 38 special version, the Ruger LCR delivers a level of simplicity, reliability, and confidence that a lot of newer designs simply don't. It's the kind of firearm you can hand to someone in a stressful moment and know it'll do its job. New units typically run around $450, with used options drop. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this breakdown helpful.